Three, two, one.
Welcome back. Me and Meech are back at you for episode 24 of the Meech and Colby podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We're
sir.
going to be talking mainly DC Extended Universe this episode. Josh Snyder's Justice League.
Josh Snyder. Is Zack Snyder's like a little
Yeah.
cousin?
I know. I was putting them two together right there.
Yeah.
But Zack Snyder's Justice League recently dropped about a month ago. Two different versions of it dropped.
Mhm.
Still not his full version, obviously. You've obviously heard the controversy not being able to have his Green Lanterns in there.
Oh yeah, facts. That was supposed to be the Martian Manhunter scene in the Synder Cut.
Yep.
Yeah.
With there's supposed to be two Green Lanterns who appeared, right?
Yeah, Kilowog and John Stewart.
Yeah, man, I would love to see a good Kilowog on screen.
Facts.
I feel like he's definitely a fan favorite of most people out there. If you don't know who Kilowog is, he's he's a dog, right?
No,
Basically, he's the dog Green Lantern.
he's like a big pig. Oh, I don't know. He's Kilowog. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's supposed to be some sort of alien. I always thought he was a dog. Meech saying he a pig.
So he's pink.
Yeah, true. I don't even know what he is, to be honest. He's some sort of alien species with the Green Lantern ring, but Zack Snyder. I don't know. I keep referencing Josh Snyder, but Zack Snyder obviously wanted to have the two of them in his cut, but DC and Warner Brothers is kind of at a weird spot right now with their movies that they forced him not to because they want to bring the Justice League and the Green Lanterns in a different movie in their own certain time. They didn't want to confuse fans, but certainly as a DC fan,
So
I'm so confused.
so Kilowog is technically Bolovaxian.
So everybody out there who knows what Bolovaxians is, that's what
Yeah, it's
he
like
is.
it's like it's in canon. Like whatchamacallit. He kind of looks like a bulldog, but I don't know. He was like a mixture between like a pig and a bulldog. Cause look at his nose is all like it's like snouty. It's like more of like a
All right, so one of these days we're going to be putting this on the Instagram story for all the fans out there. We're going to be asking you, what do you think Kilowog resembles more, dog or pig? We'll be asking that one day out there, but look them up online. We'll be throwing a picture on the IG story. Check us out, Meech and Colby podcast,
yes sir.
daily IG polls. But back to it. So Zack Snyder's Justice League, obviously better than Josh Justice League.
Yeah, the Justice League. Yeah.
So what would you say your biggest takeaways are from Zack Snyder's Justice League after watching it?
Just better. You know, like more. There's way more character development. There's
Especially for Cyborg.
Oh yeah, big time. Like even though like he still wasn't like my favorite character in the movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think Wonder Woman really stole the show just for me, and like I like and just I think the improvement to Steppenwolf, and like not making him look so like greasy and like weird. You know what I mean?
I have to agree, yeah, especially on his looks, but definitely when you're talking about his character development too, I feel like they gave him more of a backstory and like reasons to why he's working
Yeah, exactly.
rather than the first Justice League.
Yeah, and so he's like, just mother. You know what I mean? Like that's all he said during the whole thing. I feel like just like Joss Whedon, he added a bunch of like really just weird crap. Like you know what I mean? It's like
Unnecessary stuff.
yeah, like when one of the like parademons get killed, like it just throws a map of the mother box on the wall. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I do agree. I definitely think Zack Snyder's was a huge upgrade for many reasons, but one thing that I was intrigued by was definitely the addition of Martian Manhunter at the very end, and that second post-credit scene was amazing in my opinion.
oh, facts like the Injustice type universe.
Yeah, the Injustice universe when who knows what causes Superman to go rogue. This is obviously a spoiler warning episode for everybody out there. We haven't mentioned that yet.
Yeah.
But by the second cut, we have what seems like the next group of the Justice League after we know Aquaman dies in this future.
Yeah.
So
I hate Aquaman in the Zack Snyder verse.
yeah,
Yeah, like
he's not comic book accurate. I will agree with that. But you don't like Aquaman?
It's not even that he's not comic book accurate. It's just that he's just like I don't know. He's just like really smug. You know what I mean? Like he's not likable.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the movie, like Justice League is better than Justice League, but it's still not great. You know. Like
I know what you mean.
I wouldn't give it like a 10 out of 10.
Is it the best DCEU movie?
Yeah, like that whole universe. Yeah, like
Right,
yeah.
you'd go.
Yeah.
I do like. I would have to agree with you there. I am excited for some of their upcoming events that they have. We'll obviously get to that later on. We're talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League right now, but um, it was my favorite, definitely from the DCEU so far. But that's not saying much. Batman versus Superman
Yeah,
wasn't much. Obviously,
it was a dumpster fire.
the
Yeah.
extended cut was better. It seems that every time these DC movies come out with a second cut, they seem to be better. But
I don't know. Like I feel like just like the extended cut of Batman v Superman was just more like just random bull crap. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like it at all. Like that movie is like it's actually like terrible. Like do you remember the Granny's peach tea
yep.
scene? Yeah. Like I'd rather drink Granny's peach tea than watch that movie ever again.
I was a fan of in that movie, Batman versus Superman. Obviously, was just finally getting to see the two of them share the screen together.
I think the best part of that movie was how Batman looked like when he had like that big suit on.
Oh, do you bleed?
Yeah.
When he says that,
No,
yeah.
no, 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 no. Just how he looked. Like not the actual like
No, but
fight.
that's
Yeah.
that's the scene that he says it in.
Yeah.
Is that one scene? Batman suits have been pretty good in this DCEU. Are you a fan of the Ben Affleck Batman?
No, I don't like his baseline suit. You know what I mean? Like it's too like I don't know.
Okay, so first on the suit, you don't like the suit.
Yeah, it's too rubbery.
Okay, and well, I agree. I don't think there has been a good Batman suit yet.
I like the Chris Nolan Batman suits,
Okay.
especially like after Batman Begins.
I respect that. I still am waiting for the perfect Batman suit, and I don't think we're gonna be getting it in this upcoming the Batman movie.
I think we are. I think the movie's gonna be the perfect Batman movie.
But for Ben Affleck, do you like him as the Batman?
No,
No.
no,
Is
he's a terrible Bruce Wayne. He's a
I think he plays a good Bruce Wayne, but not a good Batman. But I also think that has to do with some of the writing.
yeah. It's I don't think it's Ben Affleck's fault. You know, I think it's just the writer's fault.
One thing I'm a big Batman guy. I think a lot of people are big Batman fans. But one thing that I didn't really like was the branding that Batman did to criminals. You remember that?
Yeah,
I feel like that's just something Batman does. He'll beat the shit out. Like he won't kill you, but he'll beat the shit out of you, put you in the hospital.
and then
But
brand you.
I don't think Batman's the type of dude to brand you.
I mean, maybe he's like starting a fraternity.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, man, I guess that's one way to stop crime. But so going on, we're gonna be moving on a little bit, bouncing around the DCEU. Projects are getting canceled, brought up all around. We don't really know what's official, what's not official. But one thing's for sure, we're getting Robert Pattinson's The Batman.
That's gonna be so sick. Those
And
trailers look so good.
they do it. They really look dark, gritty, kind of like what Batman is.
Yeah,
Kind of getting away from all this DCEU and the Superman, Wonder Woman magic type of
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. And it's like Colin Farrell. He's like you know, like a regular looking dude. Like he gained a ton of weight to play the Penguin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he Christian Baled it. Like he gained like a bunch of weight. So
Okay.
and like I don't know, and he just like the whole cast like it seems good. Like I like Robert Pattinson as an actor. Like you know the directors who did Uncut Gems.
Right.
They did a movie called Good Time, and he was like the star. And like in that movie was like insane. Like it was it's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my
I'll
life.
definitely need some convincing on the Robert Pattinson. I'm still iffy on that.
He gets I don't know, he gets a bad rap because of Twilight, but the stuff that he's done after Twilight, it's really proved him to be like just a good actor.
All right. This will be interesting, and I feel like DC is going with obviously Ben Affleck's Batman is still going to be a person. Michael Keaton's Batman is going to be coming back. We'll talk about the Flash later and their appearances, and now we're going to have Pattinson's Batman still alive.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Batmanson. So we're gonna have. So we have 3 live action Batmans right now on screen. Never mind the TV show Batman.
Oh, true. Is there a live action TV show Batman happening?
Well, no, not. But I'm just saying, there's a couple Bruce Waynes on some live action TV shows going on.
Oh yeah, like Gotham. Did you
And-
watch that?
No, I haven't. I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not a really big fan of the CW shows. But continuing on that, so there's gonna be 3 Batmans, and do you think that DC is gonna continue going with like a multiverse storyline, having different versions of different heroes, kind of being able to have setting up like a Crisis on Infinite Earths or something like that in the long run?
I don't
You
think
that's
I
a
don't think
plan
I
for
don't think they're gonna set anything up. But I think what they're gonna do is they're just gonna like stick to like Superman. Like the new Superman movies are just gonna be like their own thing.
with Henry Cavill or new Superman? You think?
Probably a new Superman.
Okay, but
Yeah.
do you think they're gonna keep the Henry Cavill Superman alive as like they are with the Ben Affleck?
Well,
and
I think it
Michael
depends. I think
Keaton
it really
bringing him back?
depends on how well Suicide Squad and the Flash does. Like if Flash comes out and then everybody loves it, then they'll probably keep it alive. You know what I mean? But that if that movie flops, that it's done. You know what I mean?
So you think the whole DCEU is on the shoulders of the Flash right now?
Yeah.
Because I think the Justice League does have high expectations, but I feel like it's nothing that's going to really blow people out of their seats. Everybody's going to go into that movie kind of expecting that type of vibe.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of big names in that movie. John Cena's getting his own show after that.
Oh, I'm so excited for that movie. Those trailers look amazing.
Yeah, no doubt. So Justice League, I feel like is going to be, or sorry, not Justice League. Suicide Squad 2 is going to be. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a great movie.
Me too.
To be honest, especially having James Gunn.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's definitely gonna bring like that Guardians of the Galaxy type feel of it.
Yeah, those vibes. I definitely know there's going to be. Oh, that first Suicide Squad, the jokes are kind of cringy. I would say. I'm excited to see what he finally does with these characters.
Exactly.
Now.
Did I tell you about like the story that I had? The story about like the time I went to go see that in the theaters.
No, explain.
Well, I was with my dad, right? I was like, when that movie come out, like 2015.
Yeah,
So I was like 14, and we're at the Cinemagic in Sturbridge, you know, and like it was like the helicopter scene, like where she's hanging from the helicopter, like trying to like or whatever, or the Joker's hanging from the helicopter.
Yeah, the Joker's there too.
And like all of a sudden, like someone starts screaming out like, "I have diabetes!" And like they had to stop the whole movie and like take this dude out on a stretcher, and I guess that they just like had him like out in the hallway just on the ground because like the usher came out and he's like, "When the movie's over, please watch out because the man that was taken out is still on the ground."
Wow, so that was an early scene in the movie too.
No, it was like halfway through because it was like we were there for like it was like after the hour mark.
Yeah, so that's like a 2-hour movie though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that guy must have been sleeping for a minute.
He was just chilling. Like didn't. Like, I don't think anybody called an ambulance. I think they just kept him in the. They tried feeding popcorn, trying to get his sugars right. You know what I mean?
Getting back to the DC, Suicide Squad 2 is coming out at the end of this year. Or by the end of this year.
August.
August?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be obviously a lot of expectations for that, as we say. But the Batman coming out, I think that the Batman and the Flash are definitely the two most anticipated DC movies coming out that I think Warner Brothers is ready to make their money off of.
Mm-hmm.
But like we said, the Flash is going to be something that's different, something that's really unexpected, and really, is it necessary at this point, you think?
No, I feel like it's completely unnecessary, and no, I don't think anybody came out of Justice League saying like I like the Flash. You know what I mean?
Okay, no, I agree with you. But make your claim against the Flash.
I don't know. He's like Barry Allen is supposed to be like smart, and like this kid's yeah, he built the whole like tech room, but like doesn't seem very smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, eating hot dogs, flying slowly, but I feel like they I feel like they use the Flash too much as comic relief in there. I feel like they try to take too much of the Spider-Man Tony Stark relationship, the
facts.
Batman Flash relationship. I feel like they tried to copy that too much, and the Flash isn't comic relief, to be honest. Nobody in the Justice League is really comic relief, in my opinion.
Yeah, like you can have them have like banter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like funny moments. Like Batman has his funny moments. Just
yeah.
Cyborg, Flash, those guys. But I would say Green Lantern, Hal Jordan would be like the comedic relief if he's there. But
not really. Hal Jordan's like kind of like all business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not in the DCEU. I mean, not in the DC animated universe or Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. Who is coming? We'll talk about that later, but that's interesting. He's coming back.
Is he?
Yeah, he's signed up for the Green Lantern again.
Ugh.
Ryan Reynolds coming back, trying to redeem himself in two universes at once. So going on to the Flash, it's gonna be the Flashpoint story somewhat.
But like, why though? Like, why are you gonna like try to redo that? That just it wasn't like.
Well, there. I think it's gonna be new writers, a whole bunch of new people around Ryan Reynolds' top tier.
I know, but people are gonna see those trailers and be like, I don't want to see that again. Like,
maybe. Who knows? I feel like he might have redeemed himself a lot as Deadpool. But going to the Flashpoint movie, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, Flash is Ezra Miller, all obviously in the movie. So do you think that there's any chance TV show Flash is involved?
Maybe it's like a cameo, you know?
Right.
Nothing major.
Okay.
Probably like probably in the same regards as like what the movie Flash was in the Crisis on Infinite Earths event that the TV show had
on the CW, right?
Yeah. So they'll probably just see him for a second.
Okay, so you think that there is a chance that we might see both Flashes?
Yeah.
All right, and how? So the Flash story is going to be coming out. Do you think there's going to be more? I'm just afraid that they get too focused on Batman in this story. If you already
Well,
have two different Batman
they're
casts.
doing Flashpoint, right?
Yes, a version of Flashpoint. They've said.
So like I don't think it's gonna be like actual like Tim Burton Batman Bruce Wayne. I think it's probably just gonna have just Michael Keaton playing an older Batman
Yeah, in the Flashpoint story,
as Thomas Wayne.
yeah, as
Yeah,
Thomas. So you think that's what he's going to be playing as, not another Bruce Wayne?
that's like my theory.
I could actually really see that. I could see that kind of in a fool the fans type of thing. Think he's coming back as Batman. He is coming
Yeah,
back as Batman, but only Thomas Wayne instead of Bruce Wayne. That would be interesting,
yeah.
and that would be kind of a big fu to fans. But it would be like a ha ha.
Not really. Like if they did it like as like a like how you thought it was gonna be this, but like you know
It'd be like kind of. It would be a Pietro situation
yeah yeah no but no, like
without the boner joke.
yeah like that was like a real smack in the face. You know what I mean? Like that was just straight up disrespect by Kevin Feige. Like
I know. I can't believe he let that fly. But so DC, and you think that Wonder Woman's gonna be getting her own third movie after Wonder Woman flopped the last Wonder Woman 2?
no, she's
Do you
she's done.
think Gal Gadot's done as Wonder Woman?
She's not. I don't think she's done as Wonder Woman, but I think she's done getting her own solo movies unless like they completely like just go back to the first one. I liked I liked the first probably like hour and a half of Wonder Woman 1.
Okay.
And then like as soon as she started fighting the mustache guy in like the night costume or whatever,
The mustache guy.
you know what I'm talking about too. Like I think he was supposed to be like Ares or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's when everything just like kind of flew off the rails for me. That whole like I don't know. Like I feel like just those movies need to get better like CGI. You know what I mean? Like or like just not like stop
Right.
relying so much on it because I feel like it ruins the whole experience because that movie was so dope when it was just like a World War II movie. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Yeah, I did like the storyline in that movie a lot. Wonder Woman 1984 wasn't that good in my opinion, but in Zack Snyder's Justice League, obviously in Justice League, I feel like they tried to sexualize her way too much.
Oh yeah.
But in Josh's and Zack Snyder, I keep messing these two directors up, man. In Zack Snyder's Justice League, just those Amazon music that played every single time. Like, every single time she came on the screen, man, it was like slow motion. You're like, you got like 20 seconds to go to the bathroom, get some popcorn, get a haircut.
That's when I got excited because I knew she was about to do something cool. Because like she was my favorite. She was like every time she was on screen, like I knew something was about to like something sick was about to happen. Like when she was like stopping those bank robbers, like that. I thought that was really dope.
That was a good scene, yeah, right at the start off the movie for her.
When she fought Steppenwolf in the sewers or whatever, that was dope.
Right.
When she fought Steppenwolf like at the end, that was dope.
Yeah, no, it was such a great it was a great movie for her.
Yeah.
Personally, just like really showing off compared to what she was in her last movie. In Zack Snyder's Justice League, at the end they teased Darkseid, and I think it's so hard for them to tease Darkseid at the end of a movie. Show Zack Snyder's cut. Oh, that's a mouthful right there. Zack Snyder's cut. Show Zack Snyder's cut, and then show Darkseid, and then never go back to that again. I feel like the Snyderverse will be restored sometime. I feel like there's just so many retweets, so many fans that want this. I feel like it's inevitable. It's gotta happen. They're in the middle of a really good storyline.
Facts. Like I don't know. The first half was really rocky, so I'm kind of afraid of like.
It was a long movie.
No. Not the movie. I'm saying like the first half of the Snyderverse. You know what I mean?
Oh, Man of Steel.
Yeah, like Man of Steel started things off like okay, like this is I can get behind this. Like the fights are really good in it. Like that's what I wanted to see more of. Like just
Right.
like more realistic. Like kind of like you could really feel the weight behind every punch. You know what I mean?
Okay, right.
But then like after like all that and like other directors got involved making
Yeah.
like the Wonder Woman movie and like having everything just be a CGI like like a CGI shit show. It's like like just colors and everything. It's so much just like
And I feel like Batman being the main staple, Batman and Superman obviously being the main center point of the DC universe. He didn't even get his own solo movie. They rushed him right into Batman v
Exactly.
Superman. He didn't get any backstory bringing in a new Batman. And then when you go to the same thing with the Justice League, Marvel took their time with the Avengers. Over time, everybody had their own solo movie, other
Yeah,
than obviously Hawkeye and Black Widow, but they were introduced before. But you just get Flash thrown in there and Cyborg thrown in there, and you don't even really know Batman. You kind of know him from half a movie.
yeah, exactly. And they the way they characterize this Batman, like it just they like there's no build up to it. Like I feel like fans get upset when Batman isn't how they expect Batman to be when they don't like when there's no build up to it. Like if you show Batman how he's supposed to be first and you show like things happen that made him like this, then okay, then like fans can get behind it. But there's no character development there already. Like there should have been at least one Batman movie before Batman v Superman showing like what happened to Jason Todd and like why he does the things he does now because like he was like straight up killing people.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you there. No doubt, he definitely needed a movie before because, and I kind of like how they I'm okay without the origin story, like how
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah,
Homecoming when it with because we've seen the Batman origin story so many times. You could have skipped that,
yeah. We don't
but
need an origin story. We just need like
a backstory to
yeah,
him,
we just need like something like a little introduction, like something that's like that'll show us that
like
like
why he's different
yeah,
than the Christian Bale Batman or the Michael
like
Keaton
yeah, we
Batman
hop in like
before
year
him.
3 or year 5 or whatever because he's been I guess like because this is an older Batman. Like this is like year
Yeah,
like Batman v Superman is like year 12 for him. You know what I mean?
right, right,
So like we need to like at least like show us like something before then, and then maybe like time hop around to have the end of the movie or like the main event of the movie be closer to what you wanted to do with Batman v Superman.
okay,
You know, like start out year 3 and then fast forward whatever. You know, have it just be like over time, and then like at least we get that that chronology of where the characters at like every
right,
couple years. You know.
yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like even though they have this Batman currently, Robert Pattinson's Batman's beginning, I feel like they can really do all these different characters and different Batmans,
Yeah.
different Supermans, different Wonder Womans, and different multiverses, universes.
Yeah. Exactly.
And eventually, if they do, that'd be awesome if they all grow big enough and eventually lead to a clash of worlds and infinite crisis event. But they don't have to do that either. They can continue all their storylines, and
Yeah.
you could have it could confuse fans, but I feel like fans are smart enough to understand that there's two different Batman and two different
Yeah.
universes.
Like, what movie would you want to see? Like, if you could see them like do like any like just weird movie, like,
A movie that I always wanted to see would be, I know we kind of just got it in a, well, obviously the one that I'd want to see would be Joker killing Jason Todd, him coming back to life and coming back as the Red Hood.
yeah, like an under the like so pretty much like Under the Red Hood, but like live action.
Right, yeah, I
Yeah,
would like to see that live action. Robin really, no Robin has really gotten his respect on live action, but it is kind of hard to throw a 12-year-old kid just fighting crime with a
yeah, but
30-year-old man.
you can age them up, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. And also, old, I don't remember the name of the comic line or the animated movie. Old Man Batman.
Oh, The Dark Knight Returns.
The Dark Knight Returns. Old Man Batman. He just has to deal with so much. The Joker's back out of.
Yeah,
He gets out of the
that'd be sick.
insane
Yeah,
asylum. Old Man Superman. Well, Superman's still the same age,
yeah.
but Old Man Batman can still keep up with him. It's a great movie. Yourself?
Well, that comic book is really like what made Batman like modern day Batman. Because before that, like it was like Batman was like it was still like the boom bang pow like 1960s
Right.
and then I think that was like 80. I want to say like 85 that the story came out. Like Frank Miller wrote that and like it would change the game. You know what I mean?
Right. For
But
you, what DC storyline, animated, comic, what storyline would you like to see live action happen?
this one like I want to see like so building up to like Infinite Crisis, which is like I think the second Crisis event was with like the main villain of it was Superboy Prime,
Okay.
who was
Yep.
like he was like he's like Superman that existed in the real world kind of,
Right. Right.
and
Yeah.
like and he read Superman comics, but then he figured out that he was actually a Kryptonian and whatever, and like but he ended up um like leaving his dimension and like and seeing our dimension and seeing how superheroes have changed and like how they're more like anti-heroes and stuff, and like you see so he sees like all their flaws and like they're not like in the comics that he read, and like so he freaked out and he tried like to kill like everybody.
Interesting.
And
Interesting.
he's technically like the most powerful version of Superman.
Yeah,
And
we'll have to see.
he wears like this big suit that's like yellow sun energy, like it's like a big battery pack.
Yeah, there'd have to be plenty of characters introduced for that to even happen. That would be
Yeah,
far future for the DC
but
universe
I'd
to
like to see
happen.
like an origin story like for that especially if they want to tie into the DCEU. I feel like that'd be like the perfect way to fix it. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe, yeah.
like have this character come like will we get like a backstory and then almost have it be like Brightburn. Remember that movie?
Nope.
Where like it's like a little kid. He's like evil. It's like a horror movie, but it's like evil Superman. But like
Right,
yeah,
right.
it's like what if like evil Superman became like was a kid and like and killed people because he figured out he was just so much stronger than everybody.
Right. So something like that, obviously we'd have a lot of introducing to do. And
But not even like
the
if you tie.
Snyderverse, we have a lot of stuff that's canceled that people are trying to bring back and restore right now, like the Deathstroke TV series that just got canceled.
All facts, but like
The Deathstroke TV series, I mean, I think they deserve. We need to get some real Zack Snyder, get away from the CW. I wouldn't mind seeing a real Zack Snyder TV series, and I feel like Deathstroke would be the perfect person to start it off with. You're not going in there with a huge hero,
mm,
somebody off a huge name, but an interesting villain. Would you like to see the Deathstroke series restored?
I'd like to see him like as a movie villain, like maybe like do like a Batman movie and like because like this whole thing is like with Batman, so
Yeah, speaking of Robin, that would be a perfect time to introduce him too.
no, I'm saying like
With
have it take place after Justice League, but Deathstroke is like going after Batman.
yeah, yeah, but I know what I'm saying. But Deathstroke is that's probably Robin's biggest introduction to. Well, if you're
Oh,
going with
true.
the Damian Wayne Batman, I guess, because there's with the Damian Wayne Robin, because there's so many different Robins you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
put. But no, I would. So you wouldn't want a main storyline Deathstroke series,
Not really, cause like Deathstroke, he's a cool character, but like he's kind of like two dimensional a little bit, you know.
right?
Like
Right.
you can only do so much with him.
Yeah. So who would you want to see? Who do you think's worth so far introduced in the DCEU, who hasn't gotten their own series? A cyborg, someone like that. Who do you think deserves their own series in the DCEU?
Probably Cyborg. I'd like to see him be more likable, you know.
Would you prefer a cyborg movie or TV series?
Maybe like a Falcon and Winter Soldier like 6 episode thing, you know.
Right, on HBO Max.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to like this Snyderverse, bro. After what he's kind of doing with it, the characters are getting restored. I think DC is looking like they're in a good position right now.
I mean, if they want to keep it.
If they want to keep it, and I don't see why they wouldn't. All the fans petitioning for this, all the money involved.
Well, Warner Brothers is kind of like they didn't even want to like do like the Snyder cut in theaters. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
they shipped it off to HBO Max. They're kind of like they're just, like I feel like they're scared to take too many risks. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like at this point it's not even a risk, just so many people behind it who want it to happen.
Yeah, facts. But like, I don't like they probably just want to like just start distancing themselves from that and focus more on like the Robert Pattinson Batman movie
Right,
because
different.
they saw the success of Joker.
Right, right. And do you think that the Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is ever coming back?
No, no, I think that was like a one time thing, and I'd prefer it to be that way to be honest with you, like just to have this be it's like its own thing. It's one like just like you can kind of like piece together the rest, but like it's almost like I look at Joker not as a superhero movie, but like almost like a movie in like the same vein as like Taxi Driver, and like all those like cult classic movies that
Yeah,
like
it wasn't the typical. It wasn't the Joker that we were all used to seeing in movies
yeah
and shows before. It was different.
like it was like it's one of those movies that's like that like if you took Joker's name out of it like it'd still be like
Yeah,
if
it
that
would
movie was
still be a
yeah
piece of art. I
like
know
if that
what you
movie
mean.
just was just called Clown or whatever, you know, and they took all like all the DC references because there's really not much, you know, like it could still stand on its own and be a good movie.
Well, other than the fact that he's Bruce Wayne's brother.
Yeah, like but if you just made it so like he's like some rich kid's brother,
Yeah, right.
like yeah, it could still be like if you change like Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne to like
Yeah, I know
Tim and
what you
Todd or
mean.
whatever, you know what I mean?
That was actually probably the craziest thing in that movie, in my opinion, was just figuring out that they're brothers. But that would be like one thing about the multiverse.
Well,
Like
they're technically like they ended up finding out that like they weren't really brothers.
they're half brothers, weren't they?
No, like it was like so Joker's mom was just like crazy and she used to work for Thomas Wayne, and she went crazy and her like her real like husband was like wicked abusive. So that she said like, oh, Thomas Wayne is your father because the whole reason why Joker's crazy is because like the dad like beat him to
Yeah.
like a pulp when he was like 2.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why he has like the laughing condition.
I don't know, maybe. I don't think any of that was confirmed in the movie at
Yeah, it
all.
was. I watched it the other day.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember any of that being confirmed at all in the movie. Um, But yeah, I agree. That movie's probably done. Like that series is done. The
Yeah,
concept is done as Joaquin Phoenix. Because I can't really see that Joker going into a world fighting, like
yeah,
fighting against the Batman.
yeah. Like Joaquin Phoenix doesn't like and he doesn't like do like franchises either. Like
Oh, really?
he's like really like he only picks like kind of like artsy movies. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Like, and he doesn't want to be like in franchises.
I respect that. I respect that from
Yeah.
it. And Jared Leto's Joker is right now all that we got after seeing him in the Justice League extended
I
cut.
still hate him. I still
I wasn't a fan. I didn't mind his scene. Obviously, it was just a quick 15-second scene. I didn't mind his scene in the post-credit scene. I thought that team was very interesting. It consisted of who was on it? The Flash,
yeah.
Batman, Joker,
Death Stroke.
Deathstroke,
Yeah.
and the girl from Aquaman.
Um,
I can't remember her name off the top
like
of my
the
head.
Queen. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the five of them. Obviously, she confirmed that Aquaman was dead at the time,
Yep.
and they said that this whole mess was Joker's fault.
Yeah. Well, because like they're probably just doing the injustice thing where like he stole the fear gas and like made
Right.
Superman think that Lois Lane was Doomsday and he just brought her to space.
But I've also seen articles out saying that Zack Snyder was going to go with the storyline of Bruce Wayne stole Lois Lane from Clark Kent. That was going to be the storyline of the whole movie.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be disappointing.
Yeah, who knew? Yeah, well, I mean, he's obviously not afraid to go with disappointing with the Martha thing in
Yeah.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
He's okay with letting the fans down, clearly.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So DC's in an interesting spot right now, man. So many canceled projects. Will there be an Aquaman 2? Who knows? Will there be a Cyborg project?
Yeah.
Who knows? It's still to be seen. Who even knows if the Snyderverse will continue?
I don't know. I just kind of want to see them do like more things like Joker, but not like
I feel
not
like that's
exactly.
kind of what the Batman's going to be like. It's
Yeah.
going to be more of like a piece of art than a DC comic book movie.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the way they should. That like honestly, I feel like DC. That's like what they're good at. Cause like Joker was great, you know, like the Batman looks awesome. Like why don't we just keep doing that instead of like trying to build like an Avengers level thing, you know? Like cause
And especially they just rushed into it.
yeah, like but everybody and their mother is trying to like start a franchise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like but yeah, but just just do make good movies, you know? Like don't worry about like 10 years down the line. Just make good movies and you'll make money.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And they have some profitable characters, some characters that everybody loves. And they still have some characters that everybody loves that haven't been seen on the big screen that we're still waiting to see
Yeah, exactly.
get their own time. I'm sure a Teen Titans movie would be great eventually.
That like the first season of like the Titan show
Right.
is pretty good, and then like the second season just like was like an
It didn't
absolute
do it
like
justice.
no like it fell off a cliff. Like you ever seen like those like line graphs and
Yeah,
like how
it just goes straight
it
down.
was like straight down.
So the DCEU is in a questionable spot right now. Me and Meech.
Yeah.
Back at you, episode 24 of the Meech and Kobe podcast. Check us out on the IG.
Mm-hmm.
Keep following us. Send us questions, DMs, polls. We be dropping polls on the daily. We're out on Twitter, YouTube. Check us out on the YouTube. Vid's going to be dropping soon. Thank you.
Yep.